Hi, I'm Hercules, and this morning I did my usual I just woke up stretch. You know, the arms up like a superhero move. And suddenly, crack, crack, crack. It sounded like I was turning into an old wooden door. I froze for a second and thought, wait a minute. Are my bones breaking? Spoiler alert, they're not. But what's really happening is actually super cool science. Let's rewind a bit. When we say bones crack, we're not actually cracking bones. What we're hearing are sounds coming from our joints, those magical hinges in our body that let us move, twist, stretch, dance, and do weird yoga poses we regret later. Inside our joints, there's a thick, slippery fluid called synovial fluid. Think of it like oil inside a machine. It keeps everything smooth and friction-free so your bones don't scrape against each other like rusty gears. Now here's the fun part. This fluid contains dissolved gases, mostly carbon dioxide and nitrogen, just chilling in tiny bubbles. When we stretch, twist, or pull on our joints, we're actually changing the pressure inside the joint. And when the pressure drops suddenly, pop, those tiny gas bubbles collapse or form rapidly. And that's the cracking sound you hear. It's kind of like when you open a soda can, that sound comes from gas suddenly escaping when the pressure is released. Your joints are doing a mini version of that every time you stretch. But wait, sometimes the sound doesn't come from bubbles at all. Sometimes when you move a joint, tendons and ligaments, those stretchy bands that hold your bones together, snap over bony bumps. It's like when a rubber band flicks over the edge of a cup. Snap. That can also make a crack or pop, especially around knees, shoulders, or ankles. And here's a fun fact. If you crack your knuckles once, you can't usually crack them again right away. That's because after the gas bubbles pop, it takes a few minutes for them to dissolve back into the fluid and reset. Scientists call this refractory period. Fancy term for your joints are recharging their pop power. Now, you might be wondering, is cracking bad? Well, science says not really. Occasional cracking is harmless. It doesn't cause arthritis. Yep, that's an old myth. But if your joints hurt or swell when they crack, that's a different story and you should probably get it checked. So the next time you do a big morning stretch and hear that crackle orchestra playing inside your body, don't freak out. It's just your joints doing some pressure tricks and tendon gymnastics behind the scenes. I like to think of it as my skeleton's way of saying, good morning.